Howdy, I'm back. I have some projects to share with you, what I have been doing to keep myself busy during these crazy, scary times that we happen to be in right now. I don't remember if I showed you these yet, so I wanted to, in case I didn't, because they're really cool. I can make a room here on my... So many things. I've gone through so much paper, so much glue. I tell you, it's crazy. So, if you remember, did I show you my rabbit? I don't remember. Anyway, so Girl Scouts was supposed to have an Alice in Wonderland day camp. So I was starting on projects for decorations and working on the projects for the girls to make before all this started. So I decided I was going to make the Queen's roses. So remember in the cartoon, they planted white roses, so they painted them red. So this is my take on the roses. And I have some really cool Alice in Wonderland paper. So as you can see here, this is the Queen and her guards that I added to that. Isn't that cool? I love them. They're super neat. So let me move this aside. This little bucket's it's not made to be moved around a lot. I can't remember if I showed you him or not. So I'm going to show him again in case I didn't. So this is the White Rabbit. See, he's got his watch. He's got his Alice in Wonderland tie, and he has the Cheshire Cat on his hat. And then this is also Alice in Wonderland paper. See the little horseflies and the butterflies? But this is actually 3 different files from the Dreaming Tree group, which is, I'll put a link in the description box. And I enlarged these 2 files to fit the hat. So this is the Mad Hatter gift box. This is the Scarecrow's head, and this is the bunny box, I think it's called. So I turned the bunny box into the body, and then the Scarecrow turned into the rabbit's face, and then of course the hat. And then there is flower on top. Get my face out of the way. But isn't he amazing? I'm so proud of this. And I'm super bummed because now, of course, day camp has been canceled. So, yeah. Let me put him up. All right, so again, from Dreaming Tree are these boxes. So this was the first one. Yeah, this was the first one I made. And, sorry, my allergies are still going crazy, so I'm all phlegmy and gross sounding. But this was the first one I made. Isn't that cool? And then I was like, ooh, I really like these. So I thought, well, I'm going to make Mother's Day presents for the Girl Scout leaders. So I have been going crazy making these, having fun with different paper combinations. See, this one actually made it to where it says grow because it goes with the gardening paper. There's little tomatoes on the paper, and then there is the tomatoes. It's really cool because I like to position my paper so it cuts, like that and like that, so it fits. I love when that works out like that. And then, woo, this was the next one I made. Oops, he's upside down. Oof. So I made the peacock parrot, so he is the focus inside, and this is double-sided paper. Aren't they cool? And then I made this one. And then these two are kind of like matching. Oh, the hair on my arm that's tickling me. There's that. Cool, right? And then this one. So I cut to where the flower was the focal point on the top. And look at that metallic paper. Isn't that cool paper? And then inside we have like that. Aren't they neat? I love them. So then I got the brilliant idea, because I'm all about like altering and changing things. So I shrank one. And I used some beach theme paper. I just finished this one last night, so I haven't got the little flowers in place yet. But I'm thinking I might do seashells instead of the little flowers on the, instead of these flowers, I might put seashells, because I actually have, are you surprised? I actually have some little, that's not what I'm looking for. I have small seashells somewhere in here. Where'd they go? They're in here somewhere. Anyway, so I might actually put seashells on this. Isn't it cute? Look at the size. It's definitely tricky putting these little elements together, but I am thrilled, and I love this paper. This is a stack that I actually found at Michael's. We went for a drive the other day, and we ended up about an hour from here. So I was like, ooh, I never go to Michael's. Let's stop at Michael's. And there was literally like no one in the store, so it was great. But this is a really cool paper stack. It's all sky and water, like ocean and sky and clouds and stuff. So I love how this turned out. So I think I'm going to be making some more of these little baby ones. Super cute. But I think these are awesome gifts. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in them yet for the leaders, but since we don't know when we're going to be seeing each other, I probably have a little bit of time to figure that out. I had mentioned in my previous video that I had made soap. So here is the final product. It has been curing for, I guess, about a week now. So it turned out really cool. It's supposed to be blue, but I used orange scent, and it turned the blue purple. So that's interesting. And then this is another box I made. I enlarged it, because of course I can't make anything the way it's supposed to be. But isn't that pretty? Super cute. So this would be another good Mother's Day gift. And I have another box already cut, waiting to assemble. And then I need to put my little flower pieces in here before I end up losing them. So look how small. They're so small. All right. So I have also done some diamond painting. Don't ask me how I've found the time, but I literally have not just sat, because my brain will just like start going, and yeah. So the diamond paintings I have completed lately. I finished now these are all the ones that you saw in the last, I think like 2 or 3 videos ago, and I said I was going to like immediately do these. I wasn't even going to put them away. I did. So here is the kitty bookmark. She is all sprayed with the triple thick gloss spray. And she is so pretty. I did not change anything. I kept everything the way it was supposed to be. I like it. And then here is, luckily I had, because remember these, they didn't send me these gold, like pearls. So luckily I had them in my stash. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Love it. So cool. Super thrilled. And then, of course, the tassel has that lotus flower. And it's so soft and luxurious. I just love it. Excuse me. So I did the tree. Oh my God, this thing took forever. Well, not really, but it felt like it did. Because that is a lot of stones on that painting. And the tree is really cool. I like how I was like, why is there color behind the tree? But it's really cool that they put a mandala behind the tree. It's really cool. I like how it turned out. It's very neat. Pretty, right? Gotta get that sparkle, 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 sparkle. And then we have the dragonfly. I did not change anything on this one either. Kept it all like it came. Love sparkles. So pretty. And then I did the peacock. And let's see. I didn't change anything on this one either. It's so hard to get the sparkle just right. Of course, my fat head's in the way. Pretty. And now this one I changed a lot because I started looking at how it came and I was just like, So I did alter this one. I put pearls on the sand dollar, and then I swapped out, changed this color, and the rope. It was supposed to have black, I think. And I didn't use any of the black. I just pulled out some, actually, I don't think anything was what it's supposed to be. I think I changed everything on this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It still looks awesome. And I did put sparklers in the center of the sand dollar and around the perimeter of it. So those are actual sparklers from Tina. And then last but not least, I did the cross. And I changed the black to like a gray rhinestone. And I changed the butterfly so it doesn't have any black on it. And I put pearls along here. I'm really happy with the changes there. I like it. Trying to get the sparkle. It's so hard. All right, so that is my show and tell. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, remember my diamond? I didn't like how the point looked. What? Is that a drill? That was a drill on my nose. Where'd it go? Where did you come from? Oh, whoop. It must have been on the back of the painting when I stuck my nose up to it. That's hilarious. Anyway, so this, remember how I was talking about how this looked weird? I didn't like it. Well, it's not completely cured. That I can like push down. You see how it's flattened now? It's weird. So I'm going to try to put more, just like a little bit of resin in the mold and like put this back in there, and hopefully it will seal it. But I don't know, it's weird. I'm not sure why it did that. I guess I just didn't stir it well enough. But I have gotten a few emails from some people that are more familiar with doing resin, so I've gotten some other tips. So I'm really happy that you are reaching out to me and helping me in my journey on my new craft. Like, I need another new craft. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, yes, I do. So I finally finished part 1 last night. I made myself sit down and work on this because I've been neglecting it, as you can see by the trees I've been killing. So this is how wide it is. And as you can see, there is the one section of it. This literally, as you can see, it is folded quite a bit. This goes all the way across my king-size bed with, there's no drape. So it's actually, it is technically a queen size, but yeah. So I finally finished that, and I've got like 3 rows, I think, to the next section. So I need to make myself keep working on that more steadily. But I have been either sitting here or sitting there. And by the time like my back is screaming, all I want to do is lay down. So I can't sit. I usually sit on my bed when I crochet. But by the time I finally do sit down, I'm just like, oh, I can't do it anymore. My brain is tired and everything. So, but that's what I wanted to share today. And I did, oh, I already sealed it. I made my dad's Father's Day card. And it's really cool. I'll try to insert a picture of it because I think I already sealed it. Yeah. See the envelope? I used some of that paper with the sky from my little baby box for the envelope. Isn't that neat? But I already sealed it in there. So I've been working on, I've got all my Mother's Day cards made, working on the addresses. I've got my sister's birthday cards done. I think I showed you all these. I showed you these. Pretty sure I showed you all of these. And then, of course, got some design team well, I'm only on one design team now, so I've got that finished here, but you can't see it yet until the 15th. So I'll put a link to my blog. I don't think I've done that in a long time. So you can check that out. That I usually put mostly paper crafting stuff on there, but I have been putting some diamond painting since that's what I've been doing the majority of until recently. But anyway, so I'm going to sign off for now. I'll see you real soon. Remember, stay safe. We've got to get the economy going back. So if you do go out, just wear a mask, be safe. I was actually just talking to a YouTube friend, and she is actually very sick, and she actually works in retail. So it is real. I know I have been getting really angry with the media and feeling like they have been blowing this all out of proportion. And, you know, it's no worse than the flu. Everybody gets the flu. People die from the flu, blah, 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 blah. But this is a real sickness, a real illness, and it really has killed people. Even though the flu does kill more people, there are still people dying. People have lost loved ones. So just be safe. Wear a mask if you need to go out, and wash your hands.